Okay, so this is the minor 251 video in the first position that we talked about. So just in case you forgot anything we discussed in the lesson, I'll quickly just re-explain everything just in case. So the minor 251 is always going to be the 2 chord as a half diminished or a minor 7 flat 5. Then the 5 chord is going to be a dominant flat 9 chord. And then finally, we're going to go to a minor 9. So I'll just first play everything in root position, so just to make sure all of that still makes sense. So we'll take our, this is in the key of C, by the way, C minor. So we'll take our 2 chord, we're going to flatten the 5 to make it a half diminished, a D half diminished, or a D minor 7 flat 5, and we're just going to move this 7th note down to the bottom here, and that's going to look like this. Okay, I'll play it up here, there. Okay, so we've got C, D, F, and A flat, or the 7, the root, the 3rd, and the flat 5. Then every time we drop this bottom note down 1, and you should get a diminished 7 shape. So let's just put the root on there, a G, and let's just put the actual normal 9. So this is a G major 7 with a flat, sorry, G major triad with a flat 7. That's the 9, so that's a G9, and then we're going to flatten that and get a G7 flat 9. Take away that, and that's where we get that from. So, and then we go to here, so just in case, we've got a B flat, D, E flat, and a G. That's a rootless version of a C minor 9. So again, if we take these top 2 notes off, you should recognise that shape from the major 251s we've been doing. We put the root note underneath, and you can see there, it's just an inversion of that. So that's our minor 251, how it works, just in case you'd forgotten. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say the notes, go through them all in all 12 keys. So we're going to start in C, and then we'll go actually round in the circle of fourths, because that's what it is in the app that you're using. So it goes like C, then to F, then to B flat. So first one in C, I'll just play this one because I've already explained it. So here, here, and here. And sometimes if you play the root notes as well, it gives you a bit of context for that if you're going to do these with the right hand first and then swap them to the left. So, okay. Next, we're in the key of F. So our 2 chords are going to be G. So we're going to play here, F, G, B flat, and C sharp. We're going to drop this down. Now we've got a C dominant flat 9, and then to here. So just in case you can't see, E flat, G, A flat, and C. So I'll do that one more time. So, okay, next we're in B flat. So our 2 chord is the C, so that's here. Okay, so we've got B flat, C, E flat, and G flat. That's our 2. That's our F chord, so you see that A diminished 7 chord. And then, because we're in B, we're going to resolve to here, B flat. So that's A flat, C, D flat, and F. Next, we're going to E flat. So our 2 chord is F, so that's going to be this. So E flat, F, A flat, and B. We're going to drop that bottom note, get a B flat dominant 7 with a flat 9 on, and then we're going to go to here. So that's E flat, and then here we've got D flat, F, G flat, and B flat. Next, we're going to move to A flat. So let's do that one. So our 2 chords B flat, so it's going to be this. Okay, so A flat, B flat, D flat, and E. We're going to drop this down. We're going to get our E flat 7 with a flat 9 on. and then we're going to go to here. Nice chord that. So that's G flat, B flat, B, and E flat. Next, we're going to move to D flat. So our 2 chord is E flat, that's here. So we've got D flat, E flat, G flat, and then A. We're going to then drop this down. We get our A flat dominant 7 with a flat 9, and then we're going to resolve to here. So that's our C sharp or D flat, however you think about it. And that's B, E flat, E, and A flat. So that's that one. Let's keep moving on. So G flat or F sharp, however you want to think about this one. So our 2 chord is the A flat or G sharp, and that would look like this. Okay, so we've got, let's do it in flat. So we're going to class it as G flat. So that's going to be G flat, A flat, C flat technically, but a B and D. We're going to drop this down, and then we've got the F, that there. So that's like the D flat, dominant 7, flat 9. Then we're going to go to here. Okay, so that's our G flat minor 9. So okay, next we're going to go to B. So our 2 chord is C sharp. So we're going to have this. So there. So that's B, C sharp, E, and G. Then we're going to drop down. By the way, in the left I'm just playing the root notes, by the way, obviously. And then we're going to resolve to this. And one thing to notice as well, I'll tell you the notes first. So A, C sharp, D, and F sharp. One thing to notice is you've always got this semitone there in the middle. So at any point if you're playing one of these and you don't have that there, this semitone, something's gone wrong. Again, with the 5 chord, if that's not a diminished 7, then also something's gone wrong. So just a few little kind of hints there to go with. So let's move to E now. So E minor. So our 2 chord is F sharp. So let's do that. So that's here. Okay. So E, F sharp, A, and C. We're then going to drop this down. And there we have our B dominant 7 flat 9 chord. And we're going to go to here. Again, see that semitone in the middle. So that's D, F sharp, G, and B. Let's continue to A now. So our 2 chord is B. This is going to be this. So A, B, D, and F. Okay, and then we're going to flatten this down. You probably recognise this from doing your in the key of C if you're going to approach the 6 chord, like a 7-3-6 or whatever. Then we're going to go to the A minor, so G, B, C, and E. Let's now move to D. So our 2 chord is E, so that's going to be here. And we're going to drop this down, gone to the A dominant 7 flat 9, and just these notes, D, E, G, B flat. Drop that bottom note down, and then we go to here. So C, E, F, and A. Then our final one, the key of G, which is what we did in the lesson. So our 2 chord is A. So that's going to be G, A, C, E flat. And then we've got this, our D dominant 7 flat 9. And then that shape that you see as a B flat major 7, which it is. It 100% is that as well. G minor, so F, A, B flat, and D. So just slowly work through those. Sometimes when I was learning them, I'd do them a few at a time. So I'd maybe do like C, F, B flat, E flat, and A flat, and I'd do them for a day or two. Then I'd move to the next 4 or whatever, and then do the final ones. So that's something to work on there. I'm going to do another video now talking about playing in the key of C. So I'll catch you in that one.